Welcome to the Inventis Clarinet tutorial video series. In this video, we will have a look at the available settings and at how simple it is to carry out the tympanometry and the acoustic reflex tests using our clarinet's middle ear analyzer. To conduct the tympanometry test, the operator should simply press the dedicated button on the keyboard. The frequency of the probe tone, the status of the probe, are indicated at the top left of the screen. Lower down, the screen shows information about the stimulated side, the visualization mode, compensated or absolute, the pressure sweep rate, the type of scan, single or multiple, and the graph display mode, single or bilateral. After having set all the parameters, you'll be able to start the examination. Select the ear tips that best suit the patient and introduce the probe into the patient's ear canal. Start the exam by simply pressing the Start button on the keyboard or on the control box. The results of the examination will be shown on the right-hand side of the screen. Here you can find the ear canal volume, the compliance and pressure values at the peak of the tympanograms, and the gradients. The default probe tone frequency is always 226 Hz, but on the Clarinet Plus model, you can switch it to 678, 800 or 1000 Hz. It's also possible to conduct the test in manual mode. Simply press the pressure button to prime the system and start the test. Like the tympanometry test, in order to conduct the acoustic reflex test, the operator has to press the dedicated button on the keyboard. The test can be conducted in different modes: fixed intensity, automatic threshold, growing intensity, and manual mode. The current selection is highlighted at the top left of the screen. Independently of the test mode, the information related to the ear side being tested, the ear canal pressure that will be sent, and the characteristics of the current stimulus is shown on the left-hand side of the display. In terms of pressure, the operator can choose from the setup menu of the instrument. Whether to conduct the test at atmospheric pressure, at the tympanogram peak pressure, or at the pressure value resulting from the difference between the tympanogram peak pressure and its width. Variations of this setting can be useful for testing the acoustic reflexes in the case of patients with very steep tympanograms. When performing the reflex test, the pressure can also be adjusted manually. From the reflex test screen, by pressing the function button settings, the operator can access a window with all the adjustable parameters for the selected test method. After having set all the parameters, it is possible to start the examination. Under fixed intensity, each box will be tested just once at the selected stimulus intensity, while in threshold mode, each box will be tested until acoustic reflex is detected. In growing intensity, the variation in amplitude of the acoustic reflexes can be analysed in relation to the increase in intensity of the stimulus. If your clarinet has a built-in thermal printer, it is possible to generate a printout of the current examination just by pressing the print button from the exam screen. By pressing the same button from the clarinet main menu, all tests conducted will be printed.